What's up guys, Mike from Rockville. So we've been getting a lot of questions on how to install our headrest monitor entertainment systems into your vehicle. If you follow the steps in this video, you will understand the process, and just keep in mind that every car is a little different. Let's get to it. So the first step in the process is obviously to remove your old headrest. The next part of the process is then to get access to the seat. So most seats are bolted down. You just have to find the appropriate size of your bolts and just get a tool where you can easily remove it. Now we want to put the seat in a position where we can actually get to the back of it to run our wires through the top. Okay, so this right over here, what Simon's touching right now, is the seat covering lock. You just have to take a tool like a screwdriver and pry it loose. There you go. And now you see we have access to the whole back panel of the seat. And this space over here is where we're gonna run our wires down. A lot of wires get caught in here. You see there's grooves for it to get caught. So while you're running the wires, you just wanna make sure it's coming over it. So right now we're just putting the headrest in to make sure it fits. Some cars have a little wider holes. If you do, we include these kind of plastic inserts that you can put in there so that you get a nice snug connection. And now we're going up the back of the seat on top of the padding and making sure we grab the connection point. That's going to be what actually runs into getting power from the rest of the car. So you want to make sure you have enough slack for when someone in your car might move the seat back or move the seat forward or lean back. That's important, because if you get a very tight connection, if someone moves the seat, it might rip the line. So it's important that you want to feed the wire to the side that's closest to the center console, because that's actually where we're going to be running our wires into. This is where we're going to be running our power source for both sides of the headrest monitors. So remember, this is the wire that we ran through the seat. It's important, you got to get it right. It only fits on one way, like that. So right now we have all the wires connected. We're just going to get everything cleaned up, put the seats back into place, and then start our wiring. Now it's all about wiring it and getting power to the system. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So we're just finding a direct path for our wires to run through the center console. It requires us taking some additional parts out. This is one of the cigarette lighters. In my vehicle, I have 2 of them. We're going to use this as our power supply for all the wires when we run them through the center console. It's 12 volt and ground line. We just have this prepared additionally to make our install all the way from the cigarette lighter through the center console to the back a little smoother. Basically right now what we're doing is we're loosening the connections of the power and the ground line to the cigarette lighter, and we're going to use that same connection point to add our additional 12 volt. So right now we're just taking the additional wires that we had, our positive and negative, and running it through the center console to the back of the cigarette lighter that we just are going to jump the power off of. Each of these video headrest monitors, they require power, so they have their own power and ground line. So first we ran them to each other, and then what we're doing is running them to the power and ground that we ran from our cigarette lighter through the center console. Black and red, 3 wires each. So right now we're connecting the slave monitor to the master monitor, and it's obviously left-right audio, and the yellow one is video connection. These connections are actually an additional input for audio and video input if you have something like a PS4 system that still uses video in. Right now we're just tucking the wires into the center console so they're out of sight. Take the center console cover and put it back into place. It should just be a pop and snap. So we strip back some of the rubber casing and put our wire over that place, and then we just tape it up. We just finished up the wiring from the cigarette lighter all the way through the center console to the 2 head units. We're just going to do a quick test to make sure everything powers on. We got that, we got signal. So we have everything set up. It's all the wires that run through the center console. You see on the screens we have power. Really quickly, I just want to mention, you can use FM transmission to run the complete sound system of the DVD you're playing or whatever you're playing on the screen through the car's sound system, or you can use IR headphones that we sell here at Rockville. I do want to say, when you are using FM transmission or the IR headphones, it's going to bypass the automatic speakers that are built into both of the head units, so just keep that in mind. The volume controls are then going to be on the headphone or through the FM radio itself. But I hope you enjoyed the install video. If you did, please like and subscribe to stay up to date with any more install videos that we might do in the future. As always, guys, I am Mike from Rockville. I will see you next time.